Hi, this is a chemistry video and welcome you all to my channel. And here we are discussing that is combustible substances and some more fire extinguishers like that. And so let's start our topic, that is inflammable substances. What is inflammable substances? A substance which have very low ignition temperature is known as inflammable substances, because very low ignition temperature means it needs only a single spark to catch fire. That is, a little bit heat is required to catch fire. Such substances are known as inflammable substances. And example to these are kerosene, petrol, alcohol, LPG, etc. And we are nowadays we are familiar with sanitizers. The main content in sanitizer is alcohol. So it is not preferable to use a sanitizer while dealing with kitchen, because there is fire is there in kitchen and it will be highly inflammable and there is a chance of burning. So don't use sanitizer while dealing with kitchen. So we are discussing our first question, that is, how can be possible to extinguish fire by throwing water? If there is any burning near your house, how can be possible to extinguish by throwing water? That is we are discussing. That is the before going to that, we have to think these three things. That is three things essential for fire. What are the main three things essential for fire? That is, it is fuel. That is the combustible substance is the combustible substance. Fuel is the main thing. Then it requires oxygen supply, that is the air itself, and heat greater than that of ignition point. The heat should be greater than that of the ignition point of the fuel. These are the three main things for burning or combustion. So fire can be controlled by controlling one or more of these. So by throwing water on the fire, how can we control fire by water? By controlling any of these two, we can control the burning. So by throwing water on the fire, water cools the combustible materials. That is, by throwing water, it cools the combustible material and brings the temperature below ignition point. That is, bringing the temperature below the ignition temperature, and it prevents further spreading of the fire. That is, the spreading of water cools the fuel and its temperature brings down below its ignition temperature, and further spreading of the fire is controlled. That is the main one point. Next is, by the heat produced by combustion or burning, the water turns into water vapor. That is, by the heat produced in burning, water turns into water vapor and it forms a shield around the combustible material and helping in cutting off the air supply, and it forms a wall between air and fuel. It acts as a wall and helps in cutting the air supply, and so the fire is extinguished. So by using water, it cools down the fuel below ignition temperature, and also the water vapor act as a wall between the oxygen supply, that is between the air and the fuel itself. By these two reasons, water acts as a good extinguisher and it is the commonly used extinguisher. So the main functions of the fire extinguishers are given in the square box. That is, the fire extinguishers cut off the supply of air. Otherwise, it's cut the supply of air or brings down the temperature of the fuel below its ignition point. That is why further burning is stopped. That is the use of water. Next question we are discussing is question number 2, that is it possible to use water as fire extinguisher in all situations? In all conditions water can be used. That is the next question. That is the most common fire extinguisher is water. That is in our daily life we are using water as the fire extinguisher itself. It can be used. It is more suitable for the fire on wood or paper. If it is wood or paper, water can be used as a best extinguisher. But in the case of electrical equipments is on fire, the water is used is very harmful because it is a good conductor of electricity. So it is harmful to those trying to extinguish fire. The person who are trying to extinguish fire may catch electricity. So it is not suitable to use water in the case of fire on electrical equipments. There is a chance of shock. So that is the first disadvantage of using water as fire extinguisher. Next, if in the case of oil or petrol, in the case of oil or petrol catch fire, means it is highly inflammable substances are this oil and petrol. When water is used, water is heavier than that of oil. That is the main drawback. In this condition itself, that is water is heavier than oil, so it sinks below oil and the oil keeps on contact with air. So the burning is continued. That is, if oil and petrol catch fire, then also water is not suitable because the water is heavier than oil and so it sinks below oil. And the oil keeps on burning in such conditions because the contact between air and the fuel is not disturbed. I can write here, water cannot break the contact between fuel and air. That is, this water sinks below air, so it cannot act as a preventing wall between fuel and air, so continuous burning takes place. So in these two conditions, if the fuel is oil or petrol like that, or if there is fire on electrical equipments, then water is not suitable. In that particular conditions, carbon dioxide is used as a fire extinguisher. So keep in mind, it is an important point. Carbon dioxide is used in these two conditions as fire extinguisher. Then from this we can discuss advantages of using carbon dioxide as fire extinguisher. What will be the benefit of carbon dioxide as a fire extinguisher? That is our question. That is, there are 3 or more benefits are there. So we are first discussing the first benefit, that is the first point. For fires involving electrical equipments and highly inflammable materials, carbon dioxide is the best fire extinguisher because water cannot be used in such conditions. That is, in that condition carbon dioxide is better. That is the first point. Next is the second point, that is carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen. But in the case of water, it sinks below oil. Here the carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen, so it goes down or it sinks below atmospheric oxygen and it acts like a blanket over the fuel, and it acts like a blanket and cut off the contact between fuel and oxygen. So carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen or air, so it sinks below air, sinks down air and act like a blanket between or a wall between our air supply and the fuel. So it further burning is broken and fire is extinguished. And at the same time, CO2 does not harm the electrical equipments. So in the case of CO2, it is the second benefit is described here. Next, there is third benefit, that is it can be stored as liquid in cylinders. So it can be easily portable. In cylinders, it can be stored under high pressure. It can be stored as liquid. It can be stored as, that is carbon dioxide can be stored as liquid in cylinders at high pressure like LPG. So it is portable and when under high pressure, and when it is released, that is under burning conditions, we can release this carbon dioxide from the cylinder. At that condition, when it release like that of LPG, it expands enormously in volume, and by increasing the volume, it cools down and bring the temperature of the fuel into low. That is, brings down the temperature of the fuel. That is, this cooling effect of this carbon dioxide, that is the conversion of liquid form of carbon dioxide to gaseous form of carbon dioxide, cools the fuel and brings down its temperature. So when the temperature brings down below ignition temperature, the fire is cut off. And so by cutting down the oxygen contact and bringing down the temperature, that is CO2 act as a blanket and at the same time it cools the fuel. So by cutting down the oxygen contact and bringing down the temperature, it acts as an excellent fire extinguisher. So CO2 is the best ever fire extinguisher. So there is one more, dry powders are there that can release carbon dioxide in presence of fire, and they are baking soda, that is sodium bicarbonate and potassium bicarbonate. These are the dry powders, chemical substances that can release carbon dioxide in presence of fire. So it can also be used as fire extinguishers. So the dried powder form of fire extinguisher is baking soda and sodium bicarbonate and potassium bicarbonate. And the important point we have to keep in mind is that is the rate of combustion or the rate of burning depends upon three main factors. That is the presence of the supporter of combustion. Supporter of combustion is nothing but it is the air supply and the fuel present. That is the presence of the supporter of combustion affects the rate of combustion, and at the same time the combustibility of the fuel. If it is inflammable, then it is high combustion takes place, and at the same time it is inversely proportional to ignition temperature of the fuel under burning. That is, if the ignition point is less, burning is higher. If the ignition temperature is greater, it cannot catch fire easily. So it is inversely proportional to the ignition temperature. So considering combustion, these three factors should be in your mind. That is the presence of some supporter of the combustion, then the combustibility of the fuel, and at the same time ignition temperature. These are the main points included in this video, and there is some questions related to this video, and I'm here discussing the questions here itself. And the first question is, that is, if the ignition temperature of A is greater than B, then then the rate of combustion of dash is higher. That is the substance or the fuel which have the less ignition point needs only a single spark to catch fire. So which one have the less ignition temperature is highly combustible. So here it is A. The ignition temperature of A is greater than that of B. So that means B has less ignition temperature. So it is highly inflammable. So we can write the answer as ignition temperature of B is less. So it can catch fire easily. So the rate of combustion is higher for B. The rate of combustion will be higher for B. That is the first question. Next question we can expect is, that is the second question expect from this theory is, in combustion process energy is absorbed or released. That is one more question. In combustion, heat is released. That is the one of the form of energy, that is heat. So in any combustion, energy is released in the form of heat. That is the another question we can expect. Energy in the form of heat is released. Heat energy is released in every combustion. That is the next question we can expect. Next, third question. That is the third question is, most commonly used fire extinguisher. That is the most commonly used fire extinguisher is nothing but it is water itself. Water is the most commonly and it is cheap in value. So water is the most commonly used fire extinguisher. But another question we can expect is, what is the most excellent fire extinguisher? Most excellent fire extinguisher. Because the water has some more limitations and it can be overcome by using carbon dioxide. So the best ever fire extinguisher is nothing but it is carbon dioxide. Best ever fire extinguisher is carbon dioxide. Next is our fifth question. That is the rate of combustion. That is rate of burning. Rate of combustion is inversely proportional to dash. Rate of combustion is inversely proportional to, we are given in a square box. It is the very important topic, that is ignition temperature. As the ignition temperature goes down, it is highly inflammable. So the rate of combustion increases with decrease in, that is inversely proportional to ignition temperature. Ignition temperature. The sixth question we can expect is, that is the three things essential for fire of fire or combustion. That is the three main things essential for fire or catching fire or combustion. That is nothing but the first point we are already discussed, and that is fuel. That is the combustible substance itself. Then air is nothing but it is the presence of oxygen. And heat, that heat should be greater than that of the ignition temperature of the given fuel. These are the three main essentials for catching fire. That is the three main requirements for catching fire. This much is our video, and if you are interested or if you can understand my video, please subscribe and share with your friends, and should please post your valuable comments. Thank you.